Black holes are super weird and confusing, even for space experts and physicists. They have crazy gravity, and nothing, not even light, can escape. It's like the normal rules of physics don't work there. Einstein first thought about them way back in 1916, but they were just ideas until we got the tech to find them indirectly in the 1900s. The big change happened in the 60s when some astronomers saw a bright blue star giving off a lot of X-rays. It was going around something invisible, which turned out to be a huge black hole called Cygnus X1. Finding Cygnus X1 was proof that black holes are real, and that kicked off a lot of new research into these space mysteries. Cygnus X1 is about 6,000 light-years away and is incredibly dense, with gravity so strong that nothing gets out. That's why they're called black holes. Since then, we've found lots of black holes all over the place. Our own Milky Way might have over 100 million of them. They're hard to spot directly, but astronomers have found some good candidates. They range from smaller ones made from dead stars to super big ones in the middle of galaxies. Black holes mess with everything around them, changing how space stuff moves and evolves. If something gets too close, it's doomed. It gets pulled toward the edge, called the event horizon, and stretched out like spaghetti before being swallowed up by the center, the singularity. This spaghettification shows just how strong a black hole's gravity is. Even though black holes are great for testing physics, they're still mysterious. People are still trying to figure them out to learn more about spacetime and gravity. They're like silent watchers in the universe, daring us to explore what we don't know. Even though the closest black hole is pretty far away, about 1,500 light-years, people still wonder if they could be a problem. In 2021, researchers got the first clear picture of a black hole, M87, in the middle of the M87 galaxy. It showed that black holes are more complex than we thought. The picture showed that black holes have layers. The outside layer is the event horizon, the point of no return. Inside that is the photon sphere where light gets stuck orbiting the black hole. The singularity is at the very center, where physics breaks down. Black holes are tricky because they're all a little different. You can't just study them with normal methods, you have to get creative. We mostly study them indirectly because you can't really send anything into one without it getting destroyed. Researchers are still trying to figure out where they come from and how they act. NASA studied M87 and found a super big black hole messing with things way out in space. Even with the difficulties, people keep trying to learn more. Even if we can't fully understand them, we're still driven to explore the universe. Roy Kerr came up with a cool idea in 1963, rotating black holes. His model had a region called the ergosphere where forces balance out, stopping stuff from falling in. He also predicted wormholes, which are like shortcuts through space and time. Wormholes come from Einstein's theory of general relativity, where space and time are connected. Big objects warp this connection, and wormholes could be tunnels between faraway points, maybe even between different universes. But wormholes might not be stable or useful. They could collapse, and even if they didn't, Einstein's theory says you might not be able to travel faster than light through them. Still, the idea of wormholes is exciting and keeps people thinking about what's possible. The search for a theory of everything, one that combines gravity and quantum mechanics, has led to superstring theory. People like Michio Kaku are working on it. Superstring theory says that particles aren't just points but tiny vibrating strings. The universe is like a symphony, with each particle being a different note. Superstring theory might explain black holes and wormholes. The strings can stretch and create singularities. But it also means there might be extra dimensions that we can't see. It's like fish in a lake who don't know about the world above the water. These hidden dimensions could explain why the universe is so complex. The math behind superstring theory has also led to discoveries in math and physics. Even though it's just a theory right now, it's a fascinating idea that could change how we see the universe. Trying to figure out quantum black holes has been a challenge for physicists. Edward Witten even said that superstring theory is like 21st century physics that accidentally fell into the 20th century. But some recent studies suggest that string theory might solve the problem, at least in 2 dimensions. It's a step in the right direction, but there's still a lot of work to do. The search for a theory of everything pushes us to explore the deepest parts of space, where reality and theory get mixed up. Studying black holes makes us question everything we think we know about the universe and our place in it. How black holes interact with things like neutron stars shows how complex the universe is. Black holes are just plain weird. There are these crazy things out in space that have so much gravity, not even light can escape. For space experts and physicists, black holes are total head-scratchers, but also super interesting to look into. They're like the ultimate boundary where everything we think we know about science just breaks down. The idea of black holes first popped up with Albert Einstein. Back in 1916, his theory of general relativity suggested they could exist. But for a long time, they were just a theory. It wasn't until we got better tech that we could actually find hints of them. A big moment came in the 1960s. Astronomers were checking out a group of stars called Cygnus. They stumbled on this weird object, a really bright blue star that was shooting out a lot of X-rays. This star was orbiting something invisible, and nobody could figure out what it was. Eventually, they realized it was caught in the gravity of a massive black hole now known as Cygnus X1. Finding Cygnus X1 was a game changer. It was like, okay, black holes are real. That discovery kicked off a whole bunch of new studies into these space mysteries. Cygnus X1 sits around 6,000 light-years away. It is seriously dense, and its gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can get away. That's why they call it a black hole. It sucks everything in. Since then, we've found all sorts of black holes all over the place. Some people think there could be over 100 million of them in our own Milky Way galaxy. It's hard to spot them directly, but astronomers have found a bunch of possible ones. They range from smaller ones that formed when big stars died to super big ones chilling at the centers of galaxies. Black holes are like cosmic bullies, influencing stuff way beyond their immediate area. They can change how galaxies form and affect the fate of anything that gets too close. If something wanders too near a black hole, it's pretty much done for. It gets pulled toward the event horizon, which is like the point of no return. Past that, the gravity is so intense, it rips things apart. This ripping effect is called spaghettification. As something gets near the edge, the gravity pulling on one end is way stronger than the gravity on the other end. It gets stretched out like a piece of spaghetti before being swallowed up. Even though black holes are awesome for testing the limits of physics, they're still really puzzling. We are still really trying to figure them out because we want to know the basics about spacetime and gravity. Out in the huge universe, black holes are like silent watchers, daring us to explore the unknown and push the limits of what we know. Even though the closest black hole we know is about 1,500 light-years away, people still wonder if they could somehow affect us. In 2021, scientists got a major win. They got the first clear picture of a black hole, specifically the one in galaxy M87. This was huge for seeing what black holes are really like. Turns out, black holes aren't just simple things. The pictures showed they're built with different layers. By piecing together a lot of pictures and calculations, the researchers found 3 areas. The first is the event horizon. That's the outer edge, where nothing can escape. Get past that line and you're going in. No coming back. Then there's the photon sphere. Inside, any light that tries to get out gets caught in orbit around the black hole. Finally, right in the middle is the singularity. That's a spot where everything breaks down, and our normal laws of physics don't apply. It's a complete mystery to most researchers. Things get even trickier because black holes aren't all the same. While the 3 layers seem common, each one has its own quirks. It's tough to make simple rules about them, and figuring them out through regular science ways isn't enough. We need some different ideas. Since we can't exactly fly into a black hole, we wouldn't survive. We have to study them from a distance. And NASA has been studying the cosmic center of M87, which has revealed strong signs of a supermassive black hole there. The attempts offer information regarding their origins and behavior. Despite these difficulties and challenges, our need to know pushes us forward. We're always trying to learn, even if black holes seem impossible to fully understand. Back in 1963, a guy named Roy Kerr changed how we think about black holes. He came up with this new idea that they could spin. His math suggested that there's a region around a rotating black hole called the ergosphere. In there, gravity is weirdly balanced, which keeps things from falling directly into the black hole. The craziest part of Kerr's theory was that it might mean there's something called an Einstein-Rosen bridge, which is what people also call a wormhole. This is like a shortcut through space. Some people talk about them as a way to connect totally different parts of the universe, and some people think they may connect parallel universes. Wormholes come from the way Einstein's theory says space actually works and reality lies. Space and time are connected, forming this four-dimensional thing. Really heavy stuff can bend this space-time, and that's what makes gravity. Wormholes could be shortcuts through all of that, meaning you could zoom across huge distances fast. There are some problems with them, though. Wormholes might not last long enough to travel through, and other forces might pull them apart. Einstein's theory says that it may slow movement instead of light-speed travel. Basically, even if wormholes exist, getting through one might be impossible. Even with these issues, wormholes are still really interesting. They represent alternative dimensions or alternative realities that might exist. Now, another puzzle, trying to combine gravity with quantum mechanics. Scientists are looking for a theory of everything that can explain all the forces and particles in the universe. Superstring theory has become a very intriguing subject that tries to explain general behaviors of all things in the universe. Instead of particles, superstring theory says everything is made of tiny vibrating strings. These strings vibrate like strings on a musical instrument, and those vibrations make up all the different particles and forces we see. So, the universe is like a giant song of strings. Each particle is a different note. One cool thing about superstring theory is that it might explain stuff like black holes and wormholes. These strings could act weirdly, forming singularities and shortcuts in space. But here's the catch. Superstring theory needs extra dimensions that we can't see. Think of it like tiny fish in a two-dimensional lake. They don't know about the third dimension above them. Some researchers believe that there are compacted extra dimensions we can't see directly because they're rolled up very small. But researchers think they affect everything. Also, coming up with the math for superstring theory has pushed mathematicians to see how math and physics affect each other. Even after all of that, superstring theory is still just a theory. We haven't been able to prove it with experiments yet, mainly because those extra dimensions are hard to find. Still, this theory is an intriguing idea that lets us stretch our minds. Working out what quantum black holes are all about has kept physicists busy for ages. It's one of the biggest science questions we have. Black holes are among the most fascinating and mysterious objects in the universe, and their study has led to groundbreaking discoveries in physics, cosmology, and even the understanding of the very nature of reality. As scientists continue to unravel the secrets of black holes, they found that these cosmic giants not only challenge our understanding of gravity, but also of time and space itself. The presence of black holes alters the fabric of spacetime, warping it in ways that can seem almost surreal. One of the most perplexing aspects of black holes is their ability to stretch and distort light, which has led to the creation of some truly bizarre phenomena. In recent years, scientists have begun to experiment with new technologies and techniques to observe black holes in greater detail. One of the most innovative methods is the use of gravitational wave detectors, which can sense ripples in spacetime caused by massive objects like black holes merging. The first detection of gravitational waves in 2015 confirmed the existence of black holes colliding and merging in distant parts of the universe. This detection opened up a new window into studying black holes, allowing researchers to hear their presence through sound waves instead of traditional light-based observation. The effects of black holes are not limited to their immediate vicinity. One of the most profound discoveries in the study of black holes is how they influence their surroundings, particularly the behavior of matter and energy in the galaxy. Supermassive black holes, which can be millions or even billions of times more massive than the Sun, sit at the centers of most galaxies, including our own Milky Way. These giant black holes can play a crucial role in regulating the growth and evolution of galaxies by controlling the distribution of matter within them. Their immense gravitational pull can cause stars to orbit at incredible speeds, and can also trigger powerful jets of energy and matter that shoot out into space. The idea of a black hole as a cosmic vacuum cleaner, devouring everything in its path, is somewhat misleading. While black holes are powerful enough to draw in gas, dust, and even light, they can also expel incredible amounts of energy. These phenomena are typically seen in active galactic nuclei, where the material falling toward the black hole forms a hot, glowing accretion disk. As the material spirals inwards, it heats up to extreme temperatures, emitting X-rays and gamma rays. These high-energy emissions can travel vast distances, allowing astronomers to detect black holes in distant galaxies that would otherwise be invisible to traditional methods of observation. Additionally, black holes may be key players in understanding the concept of entropy and the ultimate fate of information in the universe. In the 1970s, physicist Stephen Hawking introduced the theory of Hawking radiation, suggesting that black holes are not entirely black. Instead, they slowly emit radiation over time, eventually leading to their evaporation. This radiation is a direct consequence of quantum mechanics, and it has profound implications for the long-term evolution of black holes. Some scientists believe that this process could eventually allow information that falls into a black hole to escape in some form, though the exact nature of this information loss remains a topic of heated debate. In parallel, the study of black holes has also spurred interest in quantum gravity, a branch of theoretical physics that seeks to merge the principles of quantum mechanics and general relativity. Quantum gravity could provide the key to unlocking the deepest mysteries of the universe, including how space and time behave at the smallest scales. One of the most exciting possibilities arising from quantum gravity research is the concept of a quantum foam, a turbulent, fluctuating field that underlies the fabric of spacetime. This quantum foam could offer insights into the nature of black holes and their singularities, as well as the origins of the universe itself. Looking forward, the study of black holes is likely to continue to inspire new theories and technologies. Upcoming space missions, like the James Webb Space Telescope, are expected to provide unprecedented views of the cosmos, including the regions surrounding black holes. Researchers are also exploring the possibility of creating artificial black holes in laboratories, which could help them simulate extreme gravitational environments and test new ideas about the fundamental nature of reality. Ultimately, black holes may be more than just enigmatic cosmic objects. They may hold the key to understanding the very fabric of the universe, the nature of time, and the limits of scientific knowledge.